One second. Okay. It is now a new year, but the genocide in Gaza continues. And this year marks the 76th year of Israel's colonization of Palestine. Now Gazans are dying not only from bombs, but from starvation. According to the UN, the food crisis in Gaza has reached the final stage, stage 5. And of the people in the world suffering from deadly starvation, 4 out of 5 of them are located in Gaza. 85% of Gazans have been displaced, and only 13 hospitals in Gaza are partially running, but they have been overcrowded for some time now. There's a lack of fuel, there's a lack of medical supplies, and patients with cancer and other chronic illnesses are slowly dying. In the West Bank and Jerusalem, settler colonial violence has reached the extreme, with 315 Palestinians having been killed since October. And Palestinians receive work permits to go work in Israel, 13,000 of them, but last year Israel allowed these permits to expire. Israel has been bombing Lebanon and Syria. The U.S. has been attacking Iraq and Yemen, showing that they are willing to expand this into a regional war. And they're already discussing amongst themselves how they will organize Palestine following the war. Whether it will, they're both Their goal is united in getting rid of Hamas, but they are in discussions about whether or not Israel will oversee Palestine or they will put forth a Palestinian government. In this conversation, they're still denying the right of self-determination to Palestinians. Israel has withdrawn some of their ground forces, but they are more explicitly pursuing the genocide of Palestinians. And according to the Israeli government, only 10% of Gazans need to remain in order for Israel to take over Gaza completely. They have been in talks with African countries to accept so-called voluntary migration into those countries. These actions are in conflict with the 4th Geneva Convention, and even their own allies are criticizing them for these actions. As mentioned earlier, South Korea has filed a suit against the ICJ regarding Israel's genocide, but America has criticized South Africa, saying that it has seen no signs of genocide. Korea also needs to put pressure on the U.S. in this regard. Today, the 7th, marks Martyrs' Day. We need to commit to the struggle even more so that the sacrifice of the martyrs will not be in vain. In this new year, solidarity movements continue. 30+ countries have started a countdown demanding a ceasefire in Palestine. In Morocco, there has been a solidarity protest protesting the attacks in Beirut. In America, in the city centers of Chicago and New York, there have been solidarity protests. There's been a protest on London Westminster Bridge, blocking traffic. We will fight together for Palestinian liberation until it is achieved. This has been signed by PPS and 150 solidarity organizations. Woo!